Cyborg, welcome in and congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, climbing first in the chat for this stream. A title that seems to be more and more coveted as the days go by. We're gonna let this little ad break get out of the way and then we are gonna do some painting, would you fucking believe? First hobby happy hour of the year. Holy shit, they're back, folks. But yes. Starting 3-minute break first, which gives me a chance to set some paints up. Hey Kian, welcome in, I hope you're doing well today. Painting in my hobby stream. And whilst I'm setting my paints up, you folks can get cozy. Hey Steggy, hey Torpor, welcome in, I hope you're both well. You mean Squigs? No, not Squigs. Hello Soup, welcome in. Okay everybody, we've got that initial break where I'm going to be setting some paints up and you're not going to miss anything. And we'll get the stream going properly in about 3 minutes. But yes, for those of you not stuck behind the, what I can only describe as welcome ads, hope you're doing well. I've got something neat to show you all. Hayley! Thank you so much, sweetheart, for being subscribed for 9 months now, fucking hell, a Twitch baby!
9 months. Very naughty.
Whoa, what? What's a paint? I know, painting streams here? Seems unlikely. Welcome in, Tids. I hope you're doing well. Ah, there's the actual ad break coming in now. Fuck's sake. Takes forever. Hey, Primbles, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing very well, thank you, Hayley. I hope you are too. Okay, I'm going to use this 3 minutes to set up some paints for what we're doing today. Now that I can see it's actually ticking down. It's not going to be anything exciting today, I'm afraid. I'm de-rusting, getting back into the swing of things. First day of packing, got 9 boxes done with many more to do. Oh, titters. Boy, do I know that feeling. But make sure you're putting plenty of rest breaks in. Because the last thing you want is to be burning yourself out right at the beginning and not being able to do any more. Believe me. Hey Cypher, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We are doing some more Rattos today. I am determined to get the Rattos finished, Torpor. I'm determined to get them finished. Everybody's built now that can be, which is a step in the right direction, but still got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I've not been in the headspace for it at all. 3 weeks to go. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh yes, very definitely, Soup. Packing is the best time, like moving house is the best time to get rid of any shit you don't want. And if the person who's buying your house or the landlord that owns the property that you're moving out of has stiffed you in some way, the best thing to do with it, in my experience, is to hide any shit you don't want in the loft. Make it someone else's fucking problem. Because nobody checks the fucking loft. Okay. In less than a minute, we are going to start the stream. Speaking of the buggers you get rid of, leaded solder. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Break ended. Welcome, everybody, to the first Hobby Happy Hour of 2024. Holy shit, we never thought it'd happen, did we? But we're here. We're here, and there's music. So, the cool thing I have to show you all, welcome in, is this. So, historically, when somebody's put a track in the jukebox during Hobby Happy Hour and Chibi-tan's had a little derp and picked the wrong song, or there's been a duplication or something like that, I've had to lean all the way over there to get to my mouse and keyboard to fix it. Not anymore. So I bought this last year, just after the last Hobby Happy Hour stream we did. And then I burnt myself out and didn't do any more hobby streams for the rest of the year. So it's been... There's no mic. There's no music. There's no music. There is music. I mean, the now playing's not working for some weird and wonderful reason, but there's definitely music. Mm-hmm. Just going to check in OBS why it's not being nice. Yeah, we definitely got audio. Definitely got music. Might be out of my hearing range. Maybe it's a little quiet for you folks. It's lovely for me. It's like spot on for me, but I tend to be able to hear things way better than you can, so let me turn it up a little bit for you. How's that? And I'll turn it down in my headphones so that it's not deafening me. Bit more? How's that? And I'll re-trigger my... Sounds good. There we go. There we go. And now we've got our now playing working as well. Good stuff. Yeah, so I bought this specifically so that I would be able to fix things like this on the fly without having to lean all the way over there. And then didn't do any more hobbying streams for the rest of the fucking year. So it's been sitting here languishing, waiting to be useful again. And now it is. Woo. Turn it off to conserve battery. It's rechargeable as well. Fancy bit of tech. So... Oh, yeah. Other shit that has amused me today relating to this stream. I opened this up for the first time since the last time we did a hobbying stream. And the paint is still wet, folks. Would you believe the paint is still fucking usable? The palette is still wet. Stinks a bit now, so I'm going to have to deal with that later. But Redgrass, I don't know if you're listening, but if you ever need any kind of advertising for your painting, your wet palette 2.0, there it is right there. I haven't done a painting stream in like 4 months, maybe 6. Paint's still wet. This is not a sponsored stream, but I do fucking love Redgrass's stuff because it's all this high quality. It's expensive, but there's a reason it's fucking expensive. I love Redgrass's stuff, and if I had a couple of £100, I'd get their fucking painting lamp and replace the little day lamp I've got here, because their painting lamp looks glorious, but it's very expensive because it's literally purpose-built for hobbyists. But yeah, so today we're not doing anything particularly exciting. What we're going to do is we're going to base coat some bits for the Skaven Vanguard, and we're going to see if we can get to a point where we can assemble this bad boy. This is the Ratapult, I believe is the official term. Even if it's not, that's what I call it. So yeah, nothing super exciting, but this is the first time I'll have done any painting at all since, I want to say, September. So we're taking it nice and easy, nice and slow. We're easing ourselves back into the hobbying, basically. And hello, Rocket. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh yeah, other things I can do with my shiny new, well, not so new anymore, little handheld mouse and keyboard combo. I can scroll back through chat without any issues. Well, with one issue. It's a little touchscreen mouse, like touchpad mouse. And I am rubbish with touchpad mice. Make sure I've not missed anybody else. I did say hello to Soup and Cypher, I remember. I said hello to Primbles. Okay, it was just Rocket I missed. I'm so sorry about that, Rocket. Every time people say mouse right now, I perk up. I am very tired. Oh, bless you, Primbles. Actually, speaking of everybody's favourite blue mouse friend, I need to get some info from you and from Tidders. And from Longfriend as well, actually. And from DMAC. I picked up, over Christmas, in one of the winter sales, for a very nice, cheap price, a game that I want to play on community night at some point. But there is, like, additional characters that you can customize for it, and I want to make some of them my mod team. So I will need to get some design specifications from you all so that I can dress the characters up accordingly. Now, from what I understand, the game itself, it's called King of the Castle. I think Duke Silver's played it on his channel at some point. But from what I understand, it's kind of a streamer versus chat setup. So folks in chat will get to fuck with me. And the plan is that each of my mods will get to be one of the sort of, I want to say, like, liege lords. I remember that Chaos Simulator. Yeah, it sounds like it'll be an absolute fucking blast with you lot, in all honesty. I think it could be really fun. But we've got Cult of the Lamb on Friday. And actually, I wanted to ask you folks about Cult of the Lamb for Friday. Do we want to start a brand new Church of Porthos playthrough? Because we've got a lot more people in the community now than we did when Cult of the Lamb came out. And it has been a long, long time since we last played it, so we could start afresh. Sudden flashbacks to that 2000s song by Wamanda Project. Hello, Mod Hell. Welcome, and I hope you're doing well today. Hey, Cyborg. Oh, no, you were already here, but you're lurking now. I hope you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. And well done on getting first again. I know it's not limited to mods, but I wanted to put my mod team into it, is what I'm saying. Like, you get, I think it's 6 Liege Lords. And I want to make sure that my mod team get spots on the council, as it were. As it were. And from what I understand, other streamers can turn up in the game as well, which is neat, if they've configured it as such. Church of Porthos sounds like a swell idea. So we already have the Church of Porthos. That is what our original stream playthrough of Call to the Lamb was called. We called it the Church of Porthos. But I'm thinking, seeing as it's, you know, we've got all this new content for it, and there's new members in the community now, maybe we should do, like, the new Reformed Church of Porthos. Or the Porthos Church. Like, properly lean into the Church of Satan versus the Satanic Church tomfoolery. I propose we give the castle's bread supply to the rodents. I'm down with that. I don't eat a lot of bread. Still on a slow burn migraine, and the pharmacy still hasn't got my prescription refill for migraine meds. Oh, mod hell, I'm so sorry to hear that, friend. So sorry to hear that. Migraines are the fucking pits, man. I'm very lucky that when I have a really nasty migraine, several doses of the strongest ibuprofen available over the counter is normally enough to deal with them. But yeah, that fucking sucks. I hope you feel better soon. Catholicism. New Evangelical Church of Porthos. The Porthlican Church. Seventh-day Advent Porthosis. Oh, bravo, everybody! These are great! These are great! Okay, the Church of Portland. You know, after the bus I was in yesterday almost got into 2 separate collisions with cars, I feel that company might be cursed. Or that was just a really bad bus driver. But holy shit, good on you for surviving that. That sounds terrifying. I think the only time I've ever been in a bus that has been in a collision or been close to colliding, it was my school bus when I was at college, and the reason it nearly collided with somebody is because the bus driver was too busy dealing drugs to the students to pay attention to the road. I went to a classy school. First almost collision was a car driving in the wrong lane. It's almost a head-on crash at good speed. Fucking hell! That is terrifying. The Porthodox Church. Yes, that's great. That is okay. I think Primbles gets the wooden spoon. Northern Porthodoxy, beautiful. Reminds me of the bus driver I had on my trip back from the Netherlands. Guy was driving an electric and treated the throttle like an on-off switch, blasting Eurobeat the entire... Ah, you were on the Vanguard bus. Mine is too cool for that. Aspirin works a bit, but all the other painkillers give me a headache on top of the migraine. Ugh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Modhell. D-Mac! Hey up, mate! How you doing today, buddy? Fantastic stream. Really, really enjoyed watching you playing the finale of Metroid Prime and getting to see what the Metroid Prime was. I hope F-099 went well as well. Eventually. Return to Kreb, indeed. But, like, Not just crab, but also starfish. Cephalopod. Like, there was some proper cosmic horror shit going on with that boss design, and I loved it. Couldn't say anything at the time because I was busy. Chibitan, what the fuck are you on? Let's give DMAC a proper shout out. Silly Chibitan. Okay, so Chibitan's auto shout out is broken. Good to know. Very good to know. Actually, I think I know what's caused that. Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine? That is a treat for me, but seeing as Dee's in chat, Dee, if you want to have a treat as well, mate. I know it's your day off, but you're welcome to have one. You are always bar staff, whether you're working or not. Thank you, Modhell, for the treat. It is a rhubarb and custard. Surprised it wasn't mine this time. Yeah. No, I think I know what caused it, though. Actually, the shout-out that Chibitan gave has given away what the problem is. It's gin o'clock somewhere, exactly. You know what they say about cold hands, Dee? Wear gloves. I have no idea how Chibitan got that. It may be, I know Spotify have taken a lot of stuff down. It's not even a full moon, bravo. Where's me mouse gone? There it is. Okay, let's just remove from queue. What was the song you were looking for, Kian? Act on Instinct. Ah, I don't think that's in as a Tiberium Suns one. That might be why. Ah, got the remastered version. It's in as Frank Klepacki first, and then the Tiberium Suns afterwards. So it may be that Chibitan was just like, nah, can't find it. It's all right, I've got it. I'm going to add it to the queue for you. Boop. Your bar token has not been wasted. Although I think you SR'd it, didn't you? So. So how did the rest of your stream go, Day? Did you win any races? Did you find another Josh? So many questions. Warhammer? Ugh, not for me, no. Hey, Duke, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Found multiple more Joshes. Oh my. You know, it's funny, Duke, we were just talking about you. I was telling chat how I picked up a copy of King of the Castle for some potential Friday evening shenanigans at some point in the future. And seeing as I know you have some experience with it, what did you think? Did you enjoy it? I'm sure you did. It seems very much like your kind of game.
Pickles.
Pickles indeed. Hello, Buff. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Now, I don't know how long we're going to go for tonight, folks, because I have been feeling very tired. I want to blame it on staying up late on Saturday, but I think Saturday was more of a straw that broke the camel's back. Hello, Nat. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. My bias aside, it plays like a really fun board game, but with chat. And it's very easy to get into. That is great to hear. Then I'm sure we'll have a grand time with it. And yes, maybe they are, D. I mean, Duke is a very interesting fellow. A very popular fellow. If they're not, they should be talking about him more. Because he's also a very good bean. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit burnt out at the minute. Which is another reason why we're taking it easy tonight. Not just because it's the first hobby stream in quite some time, but also because I'm a little bit under the weather. And I don't want to push myself too hard and break myself. I'd rather, you know, the next few streams be a little bit more sedate, a little bit more relaxed, and me be able to do them than have to cancel them because I've pushed myself too hard. You know? Because that way you guys get more hobby content. And, well, I really like streaming, so I get to stream too. Find it very good for my brain. Not always so good for my body, but very good for my brain. Love hanging out with you lot, you're lovely. Filthy, but lovely. And I wouldn't hate you any other way. And you're not all filthy before Rocket says something. But a lot of you are. Healthy Raccoon is always best. Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I wouldn't be surprised if Duke is the son of that most interesting guy in the world from the beer commercials. I have not seen those beer commercials, but yes, that would make sense. Oh, this is a good one. Who put this in? I don't get to hear this one very often. Slow is a big fan of the Tiberian Sons. And Frank Klacky, obviously. But he has his preferences. So I get to hear a lot of the same few tracks. Not that that's a bad thing, because they're great fucking tracks. But I like this one. This one's going in the playlist. So many fiddly little gears that need base coating. Ah. I am kind of looking forward to actually getting to paint this, though. I love painting wooden things. Weird as that may sound. Oh, this is probably the most appropriate time to talk about it as well, now that I think about it. You might notice, if I move my head out of the way, move my chair out of the way, the storage that I have for my miniatures back there is fully visible for a change. That is because just before Christmas, the thing that was affixing my the shelves to the wall, which is like a big magnetic whiteboard that I had drilled holes into the door and screwed in place, snapped, taking all of my painted miniatures to the floor with it. And the flower knight got broken, and there is a piece of the flower knight missing. I still haven't found it. I refuse to vacuum my carpet until I find that missing piece. But a lot of my minis got broken, including, unfortunately, the penitent squig that I painted, for folks that remember him. Nothing that's not repairable, except for the flower knight, because I'm missing that piece. But yeah, that pushed me coming back to miniature painting back a little bit, because that happened right before Christmas and completely obliterated any willing I had to even touch a paintbrush. I was heartbroken. Time to upgrade the Penitent one to the B2 version. Maybe. It may well be. I might just make another squig that is the B2 Penitent one, to be honest with you. And yes, it is a Ratapult, as Torpor has stated. Gee, I wonder who this could be for. Me painting Skaven again. It's a mystery to everyone, yeah. Nobody could ever be able to figure out who in this community I might be painting rats for. Purple and yellow rats at that. It's a very common colour scheme, don't you know? Are we good? So I'm deliberately not painting the insides of these little holes, because, tabby, clearly. I mean, it could be. Could be. They do love their rattos. Okay. That's that bit base coated. Hello, Zatheo. Welcome in. Yes, you do. Back painting the Skaven Vanguard box set tonight. Don't know how much we'll get done. We'll see how we do. But it is nice to be back behind the paint station again, I've got to admit. In front of the paint station? Oh, the little fellow with the backpack. Yes, yes, he is. He's right here. Obviously, because of him being metal, he is going to require a little bit of extra work, but that is perfectly fine. I am very used to working with the 90s miniatures. Oh, yes, Dee's not seen this yet. Dee! Torpor sent you a little present. And where did I put it? I put it safe. I know I did. I still have the box. So, Torpor sent this little guy, who is a 1995 build. Tid, thank you for the posty check. And Modhail, thank you for the treat for Porthos. I don't know where he's hiding at the moment. He's not on his bed. Is he? Is he on his bed? No, that didn't work. Oh, he's on his bed. Why isn't that working? Well, that's a problem. I cannot switch to dog cam. Sorry, everyone. I don't know why dog cam's not working tonight. But I will give him the treat. He's in trouble with Slow at the minute because he keeps sneaking into the bedroom and climbing up on the bed. And then he realises there's nobody sleeping in it, so he gets back down. Okay, yeah, I still have the blister pack. And assuming that DMAC doesn't want to keep it, I will probably keep this because that is really fucking cool. So yeah, we have here getting the name off the blister because I am not as familiar with Skaven as I should be. Squigs, I can talk to them about them till the cows come home. Skaven, not so much. He is a poison wind globadier. With a little backpack. And yeah, absolutely pristine condition blister, and it was unopened when I received it. I've had to open it very carefully, I might add. Very fucking carefully to get him out. But that's a part of history right there, and I'm keeping it. Just like I did with my 1995 Squig Herders. I still have the blister for them as well. So thank you for that, Torpor. Both me and DMAC have got something wonderful out of it. It is not Pestilence, no. But yeah, he's very cute. I think he's a little bit bigger than the modern ones. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than the modern ones, but that's okay. I've already started the prep for him, so I've removed his slot from the slot bit from the bottom. I've got to file him down, and then we'll be pinning him to a base at some point. And I'll paint him separately, and then probably pin his backpack on as well. Lesson I learned the hard way when I was making my very first Night Lord, seeing as he was a Fizz rep of my RP character at the time. Got a metal backpack, fucking pin it to the mini. Do not just glue it on, it will fall off. He's probably also going to need a penny in his base just to stop him falling over. So you're going to get a penny out of me, D. Aren't you lucky? Not that you'll be able to use it because it'll be super glued into the base. You're welcome, D. You're welcome. So if I'm really lucky, I'll have all of these done by your next birthday, which is fine because these were supposed to be a birthday present for Dee for last year, but I only got them like a month before his birthday. I did not have time to assemble and paint them all in that time. But I also had to purchase some other stuff that I wasn't expecting or hadn't thought about at the time when I made the suggestion in the first place. So it kind of balances out that there was enough there for 2 birthday presents at once. And I still got your Christmas present from like 2 years ago as well. I won't go that far, Dee, but I appreciate the sentiment. The only problem is once I've finished painting these, I've then got to paint my own army so we can actually play together. And I've had some thoughts about my own army. So I'm going to be playing Sylvaneth. I've been wanting to paint my Sylvaneth for a long time and just haven't been able to get up the impetus. But if I've got somebody to play with, then I've got a very good excuse to get my arse in gear and do it. But originally I was going to paint them up to look like silver birches, and have concluded, based on the style of bark that they have, that that is a stupid fucking plan. And I'm now thinking red oak. I think red oak would look nice. And I've got some flowers and stuff to put in their hair, branches, whatever you want to call them. And I've got some nice little leaf cutters that I can make leaf-shaped bits of metal out of. I've got some... It's not brass. I can't remember what it is. But I've got some like hobbying metal, for want of a better description, that I can cut some little leaves out of to, like, you know, give each one of them a bit of character. And I'm really looking forward to it now. And it's amusing that that's the kind of look I'm going to be going for with my Sylvaneth, considering they're going to be fighting guys that are running around in rubble. So very, very stark contrast in the basing styles for the 2 armies. So it's going to be fun. Like when I was getting the design spec from Dee for what he wanted on the bases, I was like, okay, do you want any plant matter on there? Come on, give me just one little plant. Little plant. Just one little plant as a treat. No, nothing. Rubble? Okay. Skulls? Sure. One flower? Bit of moss, maybe? Nope. No plants. And you folks know how much I love putting plants on my bases. It's been an exercise in willpower to not put any flowers on any of the bases. But this is commission work at the end of the day. You have to follow what the customer wants. No matter how much you like flowers. Reverse problem to me. I've painted multiple armies for myself, but I've no one to play with. Oh, nah. See, that was me up until recently. Up until I moved house. Like, every time Slow and I agree we're going to play something together, we then don't. Like, I'll buy all the kit for it, and then it doesn't happen. And I got bored of doing that. and most of my Warhammer friends are based in England, so I don't see them very often anymore, because I now live in Scotland. Which is not a bad thing. Living in Scotland has done me a lot of favours already, not least of all making it easier for me to do things for work. And, you know, meaning I don't have to pay for my meds anymore, which is always nice. I was invited to a trans local wargaming Discord server in my city and declined the invitation upon seeing it had a trans pride marine profile pic. Fair enough, Nat. The thing is, you got to do what you're most comfortable with, and if that's not your jam, that's not your jam. I'm very lucky that a lot of the friends that I've made as I've gotten older, I've
This time
I've made
has been
through
a sub for 8
Warhammer.
months.
Oh shit!
Very naughty.
Steam!
Hello Hobbiton less than 3. I got a memory on one of my social sites of my first ever Warhammer set I got from your affiliate site arriving a year ago today. Sad face.
Wow! Wow! That was such a wonderful stream watching you paint your first ever Warhammer mini though. But I loved watching you do that. It was... I know it's gonna sound silly, but it was like, I felt like a proud parent. So, look at him! He's painted his own mini! I'm so proud of him! Don't cry now. You're a grown-up, you can do this. But I hope you're doing well, Steen. It feels like forever since I last saw you. I hope you're well. And thank you. Thank you so, so much for that 8-month sub. Fucking hell. Ah, shit, Haley, if you're still there, I asked right at the beginning of the stream. 9 months, Twitch baby, you gotta name it. If you've got a name for the Twitch baby, do let me know. So you should, I loved it. Felt like a kid with a new toy. You were a kid with a new toy. Seriously though, a couple of folks in Steen's streams, like a couple of regulars, myself included, a big Warhammer nerds, and Steen had been like, oh, I kind of want to do this, but I'm not sure, and I don't think I'll be very good. And we were just like, no, do it. You've got to start somewhere. Everybody does. And we sent him a bunch of stuff so that he could paint his first mini. Like, we sent him paints, and I sent him a spare wet palette that I'd got. And we sent him brushes and glue so he could assemble the minis as well. And watching him unbox all of these little things that the community had sent him so that he could paint his first minis, and then watching him paint his first mini was just very satisfying. It was some pure wholesome Twitch shit, folks. Honestly. Some of the most wholesome content I have seen on this website. I've just noticed as well that the captions have completely shat themselves. So give me a moment and I will rectify that. Oh, I do love being able to do this without having to reach all the way over my desk. What? There we go. That should fix that. They cacked out really early this time, didn't they? Absolutely melts me every time I come across the customs letters and letters I kept. Oh, bless you. It was really lovely. And I sent Steen some minis from a different tabletop game One that I backed on Kickstarter years and years ago, and that nobody else plays, but that I thought you might enjoy painting. Because sometimes it's fun just to paint stuff, you know? It doesn't have to be for anything. It can just be something that you do art to. And watching him paint them was really nice as well. It's just, I really like watching people paint minis. I don't get the opportunity to very often. Like a lot of the mini painters that I follow are either live at the same times that I am, or they're live when I'm busy. Unfortunately. But there's just something very chill about it. Imagine doing art for art's sake. I know, right? Hello, Pudlord. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. And I'm sorry if you've been here for a bit and I didn't say hello. I obviously didn't see your message if that's the case. But yes, I hope you're well. It is nice to be back to doing this, you know. I was a little worried that if I went back to it, people wouldn't want to watch. Like, it's been a little while, and I figured folks maybe had gotten used to Wednesday being just like another variety night, but you're all here, so I guess I was wrong. Take that, brain gremlins. Oh, Chibitan letting us know that we've been live for 52 minutes, which means that there will be a break coming up soon. And oh my god, if there was ever a point in time when having breaks at regular intervals during a stream was a necessity, it's during my fucking painting streams, because I will lose track of time and I will injure my spine. So when the break comes up, I will go away, I will have a little stretch, and maybe even get some fresh air, because I'm quite warm, despite it being like -2 today. Mind your spines, exactly. Mind your spines. Take care of your spine and it will take care of you. But yeah, you very definitely won't miss anything during the ad break. It's an opportunity for me to move away from my desk. For anyone that doesn't already know, I work a 9 till 5:30 job. And then on weekdays, when I'm streaming, so Wednesday and Friday, I then either sit exactly where I was before, or I move over to the other side of my desk. Hi. And then I stream. There is literally no in between. There's enough time in between for me to feed the dog and maybe get a glass of water. That's it. So I just spend all my time at my desk on those days, which is not good for me. And I know a lot of folks are the same. Sometimes you just end up getting sucked into what you're doing on your computer and you don't move away. But the breaks force us to do that. Toasty up there. It's -11 here today. Fuck. Slow would be complaining. Hobby orbits the gravitational center of the desk. I do. And the gravitational center of the desk is my computer. Jeez, I'm so sorry for both Goth with the weather and Hobby for the 9 to 5. Not genuinely, I love my day job. It's a little stressful at the moment for a couple of reasons. But that's what working security is like. You just have to get used to it. But yeah, I do love my job, but I love this job too. My boss calls this my more exciting job. Or my more fun job. Yeah, I'm a bit snuffly today. And my throat's a little sore. I think I've overdone it recently, and now my body's just like, okay, I'm going to make you think that you're sick so that you go to bed early. It's not working. I mean, it worked yesterday. This is how tired I was yesterday. I got cozy after work finished. I was watching DMAC playing Metroid Prime, and I was just like vibing to the music in the area that he was in. And then I woke up with a start, wondering what time it was. I had fallen asleep for like 15, 20 minutes because I was just so cozy. And the stream was so soothing. I hadn't even noticed that I'd fallen asleep. I'd just been like, yeah, this is really nice. And I'd fallen forwards at my desk as well. So I woke up with my head on my desk and freaked the fuck out. Cute lad, what year is this? 2024 colorized. Yep, that's about right. Okay, captions have shout themselves again. So let me attempt to fix that. I don't know why the captions are being such arseholes tonight. Oh, is it because I minimized you? I'm sorry. I won't ever minimize you again. You can stay over there, though. Out of the way. Yeah, I literally said after I woke up that I had a bit of a Robin Williams in Jumanji moment. What year is it? I mean, my beard wasn't quite as shaggy, but you get the idea. Okay, that's good to go. This tune's a throwback and a half. I actually have this album in my regular rotation because I fucking love Power Glove. Instead of sleeping, I played a lot of Mass Effect 2 and finished it today. Is it your first time finishing it, or have you finished it before? Because if it was your first time, I really want to know what you thought. If it was your multiple time, it's not quite the same response. But I'm sure, I hope you had a good time with it either way, obviously. But, like, first playthrough of Mass Effect is just... It's always an interesting one. I really need to get it. Only been meaning to for like a decade. Mass Effect or Blood Dragon? Because Blood Dragon also very good. Oh, the album. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Aldo, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh no. Okay, I base coated the whole thing and now I don't dare put it down. There we go. My first playthrough of ME2 had to be redone by my second playthrough when I knew what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, that's fair. Which one's the one where you get to punch someone? I played them all back to back, so it, like, the whole story just sort of merges together in my brain. But I remember choosing to punch someone. All of them. Oh, okay then, never mind. Who was it? I punched the journalist. Showing just what I think of shitty scaremongering journalists right there. I punched the journalist. Thanks, Steen. It is the reporter in all three, is it? I think I only punched them in the first one. GDI in the house. They are indeed. Played parts of each of the games on separate consoles and thus different saves. This is my first time using the imported saves feature, thanks to the Legendary Edition. Ah, I see. I see. Are you going Paragon or Renegade? The important questions here. Oh, that's a very nice little emote there, Rocket. I like that one. See, this one I hear a lot of. Slow really likes Act on Instinct. It's a good track, though. Completely fair. Okay, we get onto the fun bit now. The instructions for putting this together. Ah, we have an ad break. Okay. Right, in that case, I am going to go and stretch. This chair is a little low, so I might try and rise it up a little bit whilst we're on the break as well. For anyone not caught behind the ads, now is a great time to refresh your drinks, go stretch, grab a snack, and adjust your chairs if you have to. I'll be right back, everybody. Causing irreparable damage is the best part of parenting. The liquid is moving so freely, but yet what's coming out of the bottle is just good. Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah, something that Casey Explosion mentioned. Okay, did I do that? The dog did that. Poor Foss is using my stream deck as a pillow. There's some teak. There's a bit of ebony. Some cedar, or cedar if you prefer. Rosewood. And I can't even pronounce that. Special bread. Cider? Oh, Porthos, you adorable. Flaily git.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be out. I And so will Nelson. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well then.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you are feeling nice and refreshed. We're gonna get straight back into it. I paused the jukebox, seeing as it was full of requests still, so that you folks wouldn't miss the things that you have put tokens in for. Thank you, Steen. Thank you, Tidders. Okay, no, we've done that bit, we're doing this bit. Now this is going to be fun. This bit here, I don't know, you can sort of see. Like I have to, there. All that there, that's not damage, that's runes. Thank you, Pudlord. Thank you, Soup. Thank you, Kian. Welcome back to you as well. I hope you all had a really nice break. You had an opportunity to stretch and get a drink and everything. It's very, very important when you're doing hobbying stuff like this, where like you can just disappear into what you're doing, that you do try and take breaks. Even if they're not super regular, as long as you are taking a break, you're having a little stretch and taking care of yourself, basically. It's difficult, especially when you're hyperfixating on something. Hello, Shay. Welcome in. Lovely to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is important that you do it. I am likely to start hunching over because I've raised my chair all the way up. But now I am at a much more comfortable angle. So I'm not painting like this anymore. I'm painting like this now. Please excuse the snuffles. Currently reinstalling Conan Exiles because every time I swung a weapon, the game crashed. Okay, Shay, I have to ask, because if Conan Exiles is the one I think it is, then this is a legitimate question. Was the weapon your dick? Hey, Fiver, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. It was, wasn't it, Shanus? I knew it. I knew it. I was not prepared for that. Sorry, Steen. No, it was a mace and also a bow. Yeah, that's fair, Modo. If Conan Exiles is the game I think it is, then there is a slider specifically like allocated for your package. You can adjust the scale of it. Not gonna lie, I was waiting for no. It was someone else's dick. Yeah, I mean, apparently that is also an option. Oh, so I was gonna say before the ad break, but we had break time, and break time is important. The instructions for assembling this were a fucking nightmare. Like, IKEA's got nothing on this shit. You know, I think most of you have seen Bardic Broadcast's cracking unboxing of Hero Quest. Enough people in chat use the various Bardic Broadcasts sound commands that we have for me to be fairly confident that you've seen it. If you haven't, go look up Bardic Broadcast's Hero Quest on YouTube and fucking watch it. It's hilarious. And very accurate as a Hero Quest owner. Skaven IKEA sounds like a bleeding nightmare. It fucking is. So the angles for the pictures in the instructions, specifically for building this and for building the big boys, fucking awful. Like, there's some small fiddly bits on the big guys, and the angle that they've picked doesn't make it clear how two pieces fit together at all. But they have the plushy shark. Yes, they do. But it's got, like, a little rat costume on. Like a little fake nose that's like a cone-shaped nose with a little button on the end. And a rat tail just on the top of their, the shark fin. Like, if you've ever seen an American Tail, like the warranty rat costume, that's what the Skaven IKEA sharks have on them. But a mouse, yes, exactly. Almost sounds like Forge World build guides. Exactly, Shanus. So there's a bit in the Bardic Broadcast's Hero Quest video where he talks about the quality of the instructions for assembling the miniatures, and then says that he, as a child, like, lived in fear of a day when pictures were tiny and hard to decipher and there was no text instructions at all. Glad that never came to pass. And then it shows some modern Warhammer assembly instructions and does the and so fucking accurate to my experience of trying to build these fucking Skaven. Just Games Workshop, please. Dear God, make your instructions clearer. Take a leaf out of Bandai or Suyata's book and look at how they've done complicated instructions with no written instructions for English speakers. Why do we have Chibi-Tan and Mothman? I'm gonna have to fix that later. I found another problem with the stream, everyone. I'll fix that later. Lego are still the masters of instructions, in my opinion. They really are. Like, you can't see it. Hang on. Building my Fiat 500, which is behind me. Hang on. Please excuse the pile of boxes. They've got more miniatures that never actually... Building my Fiat 500, there we go. My Fiat 500, that took me a couple of hours whilst I was cooking Christmas dinner. The instructions were so fucking clear, and that is a complicated kit. Like, you have to build the engine for the damn thing. I can now proudly say that I assembled an engine whilst cooking Christmas dinner. I don't need words, give me hieroglyphics. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. No, stay. Bad camera. See, I fucked around with the camera and now it doesn't want to sit. I've brought this on myself. You gonna sit now? Sort of. There we go. Oh, awesome, Mod Hail. Should see if I can finish my collection of Bionicle stuff. Managed to get a fuck ton cheap years back. If I recall correctly, I'm not missing too many sets. Ooh. Love a little collectathon. Says the person that's got a shelf full of squigs. Yeah, nobody's surprised that I like collecting shit. I literally only have, from like the early squig stuff now, 2 squigs left to get, and they are both extremely rare, so I'm never likely to get them. And then it's just Forge World stuff and more modern squigs that I couldn't afford to buy when they released. But the 2 earlier squigs that I don't have are 2 of the 3 squig racers. Reason I don't have them is because they were staff only. They occasionally turn up on eBay, usually for more money than I am willing to spend on a little piece of metal. But they are super cute. Tell you what, I saw the Midnight Live. Oh god, how long ago now was it? Fairly early last year, I want to say. Like March last year. They were really good. Really, really good. The security people, though, really underestimate what people will take drugs while they're listening to. Like we heard them saying, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fairly chill pop gig, so not expecting any drug usage." Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. Drugs are for all occasions, silly gooses. I know, right? Like, if you just want to have a nice chill night, get high and vibe, this feels like it'd be the perfect thing to do it to. Yeah, nah, who'd get off their tits while listening to the Midnight? No idea at all. I know, right? Oh, that's fair, Nat, yeah. Yeah. I've got to admit, there are some things where I'm just like... Has anybody ever seen Community? There's a scene in Community where the dean of the college is just like, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. Does anybody ever feel like they use that gif too much? Because I do. Oh yeah, another fun thing about the instructions for this, for the Ratapult specifically. See how that moves? So the pictorial instructions for adding these 2 pieces onto the main body actually had a little picture that had a picture of like a glue bottle with a drop of glue coming out of it, and then a big circle with a line through it, like a no, do not glue, no glue here. Do the exact opposite of gluing this. Just attach it. And that it made me laugh so much because it's all in black and white and there's no words. Are we sure it's glue? It could be anything. It could be water. Say don't get it wet. Maybe if I get the ratapult wet, then I'll have more ratapults in the morning. Maybe if I feed the ratapult after midnight, it'll get a stat boost. And refuse to stay in its carry case. Do not lube this part. Yeah, it could have been. Do not lube this part. I still prefer the idea of getting it wet, making it duplicate itself, and that's why Games Workshop have said do not get it wet. They don't want people making more minis for themselves. Okay, it's looking very much like tonight is literally just going to be base coating and chatting, and you know what? I am A-okay with that. Because sometimes you just got to base coat stuff and chat. This is actually how I started in the... Welcome back, Tits.
How dude.
I was talking about how the instructions have a little picture with like a droplet with a circle over it and a line through the droplet for these pieces, which is supposed to indicate that you're not supposed to glue them. But like, we don't know that little droplet is glue. It could be water. It could be lubricant. It could be snot. I always read those as don't add sauces. Yeah, it could be this bit doesn't like ketchup. I think we're getting there. It's an ominous chuckle from Slow in the background there. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. Not really, Tids, no. They're always pretty ominous. Okay. Okay, I can hold it from here. This bit's safe to hold. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. The urge to make a hold Ratapult gentle comment right now is very strong. Yep. Okay. We have a couple of little bits for the Ratapult left to base coat. And then we're done and can start painting the insides. So what will happen after I've done these is we'll start painting one side of each of these so that we can assemble it. Because the reason I've not assembled it yet is because that's going to be a pain in the arse to paint the inside of. And we're doing this properly. We're not leaving shit. Everything gets painted. The backs of the shields, the insides of stuff, everything. We don't do things by halves here. I was actually thinking as well, because you're supposed to have some Rattos that are standing on the Ratapult. I was actually planning on setting things up so that... Ooh, not had this in a while. Love a bit of CMS. Yeah, I was actually thinking about putting some magnets in the feet of a couple of rats and putting some magnets on the walking platforms for the Ratapult so that they're not like... Well done shilling for the boss, Chibi. Well done encouraging Chibi-tan to shill for the boss. Thank you, Modhail. It's very kind of you. Yeah. Yeah, it fucking sucks now. Actually, one thing that I think survived the fall of December, as I'm going to refer to it from now on, the Cataclysm. Where are you? It's a little dark in here. It's hard to find stuff. Oh, where are you, little guys? Okay, no. He's not there either. Okay. I couldn't find my recast 1998 squigs, so instead, have a Rogue Trader squig. Yeah, I have a bunch of recast 1998 squigs, because it was the only way I could get them. But yeah, this is one of the original pre-Orc Law Rogue Trader squigs. I have every single one of these guys. I have one of each, and I think I've got one that I've got two of. Isn't he a cutie? I love the little weirdos. Yeah, me too. I love the classic squigs because they're all just so fucking weird. I also, for those in the know, have a Gobbledygook and Nibble that I got for... Ooh, how much? Oh, I can't remember. I think they cost me 30 quid for Nibble and Gobbledygook as a set. I only wanted Nibble, but you know, may as well get the pair. For anyone that doesn't know who they are technically the original Squig and his goblin owner from the early White Dwarf comics back in the 80s. Hey, Seno, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I got them for an absolute fucking steal. Whoever it was that was selling them had no idea what they'd got, I think. Nibble and Gobbledygook should not be separated. They get anxiety otherwise. Indeed. Nibble is actually Gobbledygook's emotional support squig. And now mine, too. Yeah. Love this song. Yes, that works very well, Nat. 2:30 p.m. local time, about to go outside and fight the snow from yesterday. Ah, yes, there's been quite a lot of snow in the States, hasn't there? I know some of my colleagues have been complaining about it. They've been complaining about the low temperatures to people that live in Scotland. What time are we at? Okay. That's another bit done. We're getting there. Still half-assing a proper winter, but that has been the norm for a couple of decades now. Really? I suppose global warming affects everywhere slightly differently depending on what the normal weather is. Oh shit? Oh shit. What are we oh shitting at? Oh shit! Are you getting in on that, D? I mean, I'm not, because I'm not getting the new Prince of Persia game anytime soon, so... But I know you were talking about it. Still really want to see Ghost live. Especially after watching Laura Crone's video about, falling down the trash goth rabbit hole. Maybe one day. There's a couple of bands that I would really like to see live still. Slowly ticking them all off the bucket list. A lot less than there would have been if I hadn't been to download a couple of times. Got to admit. Festivals aren't for everybody, but they are a very easy way to see bands. Ubisoft has not only sponsored this challenge with a whopping $10,000 prize pool, fuck, but an incredible 200 game keys for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown Deluxe Edition. Yes, you have read and understood that correctly. We will be giving away 200 PC copies of the game to the first 200 runners who submit a verified speedrun for the Pit of Eternal Sands category in the Pop TLC. Pop TLC. $10,000 speedrun challenge. That is very cool. We being SRC. Awesome. But I thought Ubisoft wanted you to get used to not owning your own games. Well, yeah, they're going to give the codes away, but they're not going to let you keep them forever. Duh. When I was a kid, it started snowing end of November, started December, several inches. It kept frozen until after New Year's. These days, the Dutch seasons are cold rain, soggy warm, fucking hot, more cold rain, and freezing rain. Yeah, that sounds kind of like the UK, actually. Seen them twice, once opening for Iron Maiden and once on their own. Both were good shows. Yeah, I can imagine. Who was opening for Iron Maiden when I saw them? Oh, fuck, it was Bullet. That was, like, the third or fourth time I'd seen Bullet live. Including the time I actually went to see Bullet for my Valentine. That was a good gig. Oh, that's Ireland all the time. Fantastic. Prince of Persia's acronym is POP. Yeah, I know, I hadn't thought about it either, but I kind of like it. Okay, that's that piece done. Everyone, I finished the base coating. Game already has a load remover and an auto splitter. What's going on here? Fuck. Are Ubisoft feeling okay? They've got to have a hardcore speedrunner on the dev team or something like that who has just been pushing really hard for this behind the scenes. There's no way that they thought to do this by themselves. Base is coated. Yeah, exactly. Coats based. When I saw Ghost Solo, they performed at a theatre in Boston. An actual We Perform the Nutcracker at Christmas kind of theatre. Even the band seemed mildly surprised the show was approved. Okay, I fucking love that. That's great. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know Janelle Monáe, seeing as that's what this is, you are about to learn a very important lesson. They are one of the most amazing, not only sex positive, but also queer and queer positive musicians out there. Most recent album has a lot of very sex positive songs in it, and it even has a polyamorous a literal polyamory love anthem in it. It's a really fucking good album. But yeah, if you've not heard Janelle Monáe's stuff before, I highly recommend checking it out. That's not the right brown. Hello there, Red Scavenger. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. That's what we want. We want some Dryad bark. Dryad bark is my favourite paint. I see Skaven hail the horned rat. The Skaven are not mine, I'm afraid. I am painting them for a friend. But yes, they are very good rattos. I do like them. I don't have any preferences army-wise. Kind of sold. I was on the fence and maybe going to get a Switch copy with a voucher, but maybe I'll need to tolerate Uplay. Oh my god, you're actually going to tolerate Uplay for a game? Are you feeling all right, D? Yes, that would be the friend right there. These are for DMAC. They are a very belated / very early birthday present. I like Prince of Persia. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I've only ever played the first one. T-Mac has been compromised. He has! Yeah, so we're going to go for some Dryad bark as the base here. I'm going to attempt to avoid the metal plates, but not, like, super seriously. If we catch them a little bit, it's fine. We're just getting a base coat on right now. Ooh. Oh no, it is playing something. Just very quiet. I thought Spotify had crashed. Ever since Danger first mentioned this was coming out, I've seen it everywhere. It calls to me. Yeah, that's fair. Like, how are you supposed to say no to that? Hey, Kank! Long time no see. I hope you're doing well today. Wow, everybody's here tonight. Okay, I didn't just catch the little plate on the bottom there, I just painted over the whole damn thing, so we'll have to fix that later. But that's okay. Like I said, this is just a base coat. got plenty of time to fix things. You know, honestly, I think my problem when it came to burning myself out painting the rats before is because I was trying to batch paint them, and I'm not a batch painter. I think that is self-evident. I'm sure I could be, but frankly, I like putting all of my love and attention into a single miniature at a time and giving that miniature its own distinct character. Too much to be able to batch paint happily. Oh, but I haven't streamed in a very long time. I can ask Chibi-Tan not to shout you out in future if you would like, Kenk. We do have a couple of folks that prefer not being shouted out by Chibi-Tan. And no, D, before you ask, I am not adding you to that list. Because you do stream. And you will be perceived. Whether you like it or not. But anybody else that doesn't want to be automatically shouted out by Chibi-Tan, just let me know. I can stop you if you want. No, don't stop. I love watching your streams. Your streams are always really fun. And I get to see games that I never would have had access to otherwise. All T-Max streams are just a group hallucination. I mean, they might be. I've been begging him to go back to streaming for so long, it could just be a hallucination. But I hope it's not. We're going to need some more dryad bark. Can you even get dryad bark anymore? Or is this one of my older ones? I don't know if you can. I can't keep up with Citadel paints, if I'm honest with you. Love the Aquabats. And this is a really good cover of an Oingo Boingo song. Honestly, I think this is better than the original. Ah, Shayna's also has to run. It's not just the Aquabats that have to run. No worries at all, mate. It's been lovely to see you and to chat with you. I hope you have a lovely dinner and a lovely rest of your evening. What motivation can you give me to open up my Seraphon Christmas box? Bearing in mind I have to go to bed in an hour and a half. You're asking some weirdo on the internet to give you a motivation, which means you want to do it. You just need permission, basically, to do it. Here's the thing, Kenk. You can give yourself permission to do things. Unless it's something that involves another person, in which case you have to get their permission too. Consent is key. But something like this, give yourself permission to do it. Give yourself a reminder that you need to go to bed in an hour and a half. Set yourself an alarm, but if you want to do it, man. It's in your gift to do. That is my my motivation for you to do the thing. The same goes for the rest of you. If there's something you want to do, fucking do it. The only thing worse than failing is never knowing. And you don't know unless you try. Thank you, Steen. Okay, fine, if that's what you want to do, though I would advise against it for your health. Sarcasm, of course, yeah, I know. Oh, by all means, Mod Hell, you have my explicit permission to overthrow capitalism. You didn't need my permission for that. I think it's pretty self-evident how I feel about that one. Especially if you're in the Discord. Seems that the Discord recently has been a combination of fuck capitalism and Anish Kapoor is a prick. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because both of those things, accurate. Okay, if anybody remembers from last week when we had the Japanese language learning stream, I mentioned my favourite band, a band called Green. This is Green. I love Green. They're universal constraints, they are! Capitalism will always suck, Anish Kapoor will always be a prick. I should stop saying shit like that. One of these days he's going to come into the stream and I'm going to get sued. Be just my bloody luck, wouldn't it? Missed the Japanese language learning stream? You did, Mod Hale, but it's okay. Votes for more Japanese language learning streams have been evenly split between "Hi, onegaishimasu," and wakaranai. So it's either going to be yes, we do it, or nobody really knows if they want more, so we're going to do it anyway. So there will be more Japanese language learning streams in the future. Just invent an even blacker black to chase him off. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh, I caught a word there. I can give you a mini Japanese language lesson based on a word that I just caught in the song there. So they said hitori de. That's hitori is one word, and then de, de, de. And hitori de means by yourself or alone. And it doesn't have to mean I'm lonely. It can just be like I'm going to the pictures by myself, or I'm dancing by myself, which is probably what it is in this, because this song's called Party People. The inverse of that, the inverse of hitoride is futaride, which is... Oh, actually, Captions managed to spell futari right. The first time. Well done. And that means together. It's usually reserved for pairs, I think. So, like, for two people. But I believe it can be used for any number of people. Fun Japanese facts. Anyway, back to painting. Solitude versus loneliness, an important distinction, indeed. And that's something a lot of people need to learn, I think. Because being alone doesn't mean being lonely. They are not the same thing. You can be perfectly happy in your own company. But sometimes it takes a while to get there. Okay, we're going to have to get a little brown paint on some of the metal bits because of where they're positioned. That's metal. That's definitely metal. But once we've got this base coat down, we'll on both pieces, we'll paint the metal bits, and then we'll use a smaller brush to do the next layer and the detail work so that we don't go over the metal. Because I'm using quite a big brush for this. Probably a little bigger than I should be using, really. The likelihood of me accidentally hitting the other side doing the central pieces is very slim, but I'm going to do them now anyway. So that I don't spoil anything on the inside this piece. Okay, that should be all right. That's that bit done. I think we'll probably only go till we'll finish this bit. We'll do this side of this piece with the brown, and then we'll finish up for the night. So we've got a little bit more than I expected to done that way. Not Gorthor. Dryad bark. Can someone do me a favour and check to see if Dryad bark still exists? And if it doesn't, can you find out what it's called now? Because this bottle's running out. I'm going to need some more soon. I'm building the frog. Fuck yes! We love a frog. Frogs are cool. Oh, I'm going to impart unto you all the cursed knowledge that I had a late night thought the other day, and now you folks all have to suffer with it too. And I'll tell you a little story about it after I've told you the fun fact. So, fun fact about frogs. Frogs, you will often see in hot weather full body submerge themselves into water to cool down. Yeah? Frogs breathe through their skin. They're doing that because they get a lot of what they need to be able to breathe through the water, believe it or not. But they breathe through their skin. So, dry bark is still being sold. It is in their base paint line. Wicked. Glad to hear it. So many of the paints that I use on a regular basis are no longer named the same, or like they've been decommed a long time ago. So my thinking is Quiet is a frog girl. Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what my thinking was when I found out that frogs breathe through their skin. So I was lying there the other night and I went, Slow, I need to tell you something. And Slow, who is trying to go to sleep, it's pitch dark in the bedroom. I'm looking up at the ceiling. Looking up at the void, seeing as it's dark in there. Slow, are you still awake? Yeah, what's up? I need to tell you something. What is it? Are you okay? Yeah, but I learned today that frogs can breathe through their skin. In fact, they do breathe through their skin. So that means that Quiet's a frog girl, right? Now we know what the girl from My Hero Academia looks like when she grows up. And Slow started laughing and then went to sleep. This is what living with me is like. Just occasional midnight thoughts. And if I'm not having occasional weird midnight thoughts, I'm raiding the fridge and eating cheese at 2 a.m. Is that before or after you fell asleep during DMAX stream? That was before. It was the day before. I knew that thing about frogs due to a strange accident like 20 years ago. Several friends who smoked were sharing an apartment that didn't allow smoking. They'd smoke outside and throw their cigarette butts in a small fast food drink cup they left there. One day, it rained hard, a frog jumped in and promptly died from the nicotine water. Oh my god, that's bleak! Pretty sure frog soldiers are in Metal Gear Solid 4 too. Oh, there you go then. Ooh, geez, good idea. Okay, no. We have a blockage, everybody. The dryad bark is blocked. This should do. I'm reticent to use my last paperclip for this, but I can't find anything else to use. Okay, so we'll give it a clean. It's just the one downside to putting on my paints in dropper bottles, but they do last a hell of a lot longer. We'll clean its spout out. Oh, there we go, look. And we've got an ad break. Beautiful. Well, for anyone caught in the ads, I'm sorry. I am going to take a break myself, though, as I said I would. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, 3 minutes. I'm out of ammo. Okay. Time to kill God with an SMG. Sorry, I'm not analysing the blood splatter. Was it a face? Possibly. Okay, so... We've got...
Hey, no spoilers, you fucking reprobates.
Welcome back from the break, folks. I hope you're all feeling refreshed. I certainly am. That was a really nice little break for me, actually. And I am feeling ready to get this piece painted before we finish up. I know I've said this on a couple of streams now, but honestly, I cannot recommend for the streamers in chat having an ad break where you go and walk away and you get some fresh air and you have a drink and like bathroom break and whatever else you need to do and have a stretch. 'Cause holy shit, I feel like I could go forever. I really do. I'm not going to. 36 hours was bad enough, but having that like enforced walk away from your machine for a bit is really, really good. For all of us, it's good shit. It really is. So yeah, if you are a streamer type person, no matter what platform you do it on, I do highly recommend that you have regular breaks that encourage everybody to take breaks, not just you, because it's good for us all. It does unfortunately mean that you missed most of Simple Plans Don't Want to Think About You, which is a very good song from a very good Scooby-Doo movie. I really like the live-action Scooby-Doo films. Still angry about what Warner Brothers did to Matthew Lillard. And thank you, Tidders. Reaper makes this thing they call a paint pokey tool. It's just a pointy bit of metal with a pewter skull on the end. But said skull makes it much harder to misplace. Ah, that's fair. I just use... I've got loads of craft wire and stuff like that. The craft wire generally isn't very good for pinning, so I prefer using that for unclogging dropper bottles, but... Matthew Lillard didn't deserve that. He fucking didn't. It was so shitty of them. Like, he is Shaggy. Casey Kasem passed the torch to him. Doing what they did was so fucking underhanded. Welcome back, Moto. You feeling refreshed? I use my big orc hands, but the dropper bottles then have a tendency to explode on me. Oh no, Kenk! I can be a little aggressive with the dropper bottles sometimes. Like, there's a clip that I know has been on the clip reel tonight where I'm trying to deal with a blockage in one of my pearlescent paints, and I squeeze it a little too hard, and when nothing comes out, I squeeze it hard again, and it just spurts everywhere. Okay, I can't put it off any longer. I have to fight this snow. Best of luck, Sano. Thank you for popping in and saying hello and hanging out for a bit. I think you put some music in the jukebox as well, so thank you for that. You conquer that snow. We believe in you, don't we, chat? Send your biggest, strongest snow-conquering vibes to Lord Zeno. Pearlescent Spurt sounds like a band name. Okay, I kind of like that as a band name, yeah. Okay, this is one out of my queue, so I'm going to skip it so that, there we go. So that Senno can enjoy what he's put in. It's really nice to be getting back to this. I know I said that earlier, but I also said earlier I was worried about doing it. You folks have made it bearable, and I'm actually quite excited to be doing it again now. Oh, heck yeah, good luck, Pudlord. You will smash it, I'm sure. I believe in you. You are a very smart person and very talented. And you will show that exam who is boss. Spoilers, it's you. You're the boss. But you got this, Pudlord. Good plan, Modhell. You enjoy your chalky milk. We do love a bit of chalky milk here. I got the metal again. It has newborn marshmallows in it. Oh no, not the youngling marshmallows. There's nothing better on a cold evening than a chalky milk, a hot chalky milk, that is, with some marshmallows, some squirty cream. I like to put a little drizzle of honey on top of the squirty cream and some chocolate sprinkles. Because I'm one of those people. But if you're going to do it, you may as well do it fancy, right? Do it proper. Go big or go home. Oops. Whatever comes on next is going to be tonal whiplash. Oh yeah, that's going to be tonal whiplash. Finishing up with a bit of Kate Bush. Okay, I think we good. I've just realised you can't see what I've been doing here when my hands are like this. I have a little cloth that I use for just getting the excess and getting the water off of my brushes when I want to use them again, like immediately. There's a little bit of grey in here from when I was doing the base coat still. It just won't come out. Frog is so hard to build. Oh no! So sorry to hear that, Kenk. Well, remember, you don't have to build the whole thing at once. This fella, I built him over 2 days. Because I got to a certain point and I was like, I can't cope with these fucking instructions anymore. So unclear. And I just gave up. And that's okay. It's okay to put something down and come back to it another day. Never forget that. Nothing has to be done in a wanna unless you're doing a speedrun. And even then, a lot of longer speedruns allow you to take a break. Breaks are important and healthy. Hello, Eagle Mustache. I hate to break it to you, but we are about to finish up. But I hope you're doing well today. And it is lovely to see you again. Okay. So, we got the entire Ratapult base coated. It's nice to just pop in and say hello. Agreed, and I'm glad you did. I'm sorry that you've not been able to join us for the rest of the stream, but like I said, it's nice to see you. We got the whole Ratapult base coated. We got the first layer of the insides of the wood painted. So next week, I may have done some more. I might try over the weekend to get it so that I can actually assemble these pieces. And then next week we can focus on the outside, get the main body fully painted, maybe even have some time for this little guy. See how it goes. But at some point I'm going to have to finish the actual rats because they're not finished yet. They're all, because I was batch painting them, they've all got certain colours on them, but they're not finished. So at some point we're going to have a rat detailing session. Should be fun. But we're going to have a little bit of time whilst I tidy things up, because otherwise I will forget to do it. Oh yeah, wood elves will take you a while, won't they? They're quite intricate, from what I understand. I don't own any wood elves myself. I own some space elves. I think Slow wants those, though. I might let him have them. As long as he lets me keep the Harlequin. Dude, what the fuck? I just had my rodents detailed. Oh my god. Beautiful. Bravo, Modhell. Bravo. Okay. Let us go over to the ending screen.
Hello there. Hello there.
Don't know what happened with Chibi-tan saying hello 3 times in a row there. That was weird. Okay. As Tidders has just done the prize command, there is a giveaway active on the stream. It is for a copy of Banners of Ruin, which is a game I have played for a change. We are giving away a game I have played. Holy shit. I quite like Banners of Ruin, but I'm not very good at it. But it is fun, I think. And it's got cute animals. Cute animals fighting each other in a sort of fantasy setting. I found it to be a nice brain-off kind of game. If that appeals. As always, I will do a countdown before we close the giveaway to give anybody that's only just hearing about it a chance to enter. If you do want to enter, !ticket will get you 1 ticket to enter. You can purchase up to 10 tickets by saying !ticket, a space, and then the number of tickets you wish to purchase, as Torpor and Tidders have demonstrated beautifully with 2 different numbers there. Sounds like Jimmy was about to ask if we had a license for that. Hello, hello, hello. Have you got a license for them there, stream? It did, didn't it? Thank you, Torpor. I will do the things, I promise. Okay, so if anybody else wants to enter, now is your last chance. You have 5, 4, 3, there we go, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. Mod hail, it's just singular, not plural. Oh no, it worked! Holy shit, it fucking worked. Never mind, ignore me. Thank you, Steggy. And the giveaway, after a slight pause there as I panicked, is closed. Sorry, we've had people that have tried to enter and haven't written the command in properly in the past, and they've missed out, and I feel really bad about it. Okay, so we have 3 entrants, a total of 17 tickets purchased. So who will be our winner? I would like to remind everybody that Stream Elements is not very good at maths. Subs do have an increased chance of winning as a little thank you for financially supporting the stream. So when a subscriber enters, their percentage chance of winning looks really fucky because Stream Elements is bad at maths. I'm just putting that out there now. Our winner is Tidders with a 58.82% chance to win. Congratulations, Tids. 150% chance to win a few streams back. Yeah. Oh, we're so back, baby. Yeah, apparently we are. Congratulations, Tids. I will send you your code a little later. Okay. So I will be back on Friday. We will be playing some Cult of the Lamb with the new update, and because I love you all very much, I also picked up the additional asset packs. So there are some new kinds of cultist that you can be, including a couple of sharks, I think, and a possum. One of the packs has possums in it, so if anybody wants to be one of the neighborhood trash gang, that will be available. We will have the Twitch integration switched on for that, so you will be able to join the cult. We will be starting a brand new playthrough so that newer members of the community have an opportunity to join the cult just as much as everybody else does. We'll figure out what we're calling it later. But that'll be Friday. So hopefully I'll see you all for that. Now, let's see who I can send you lovely people over to. Who is live? Decisions. Sorry, I have so many options. Oh, I tell you what, I know where we're going, because we don't get to do this very often. We are gonna go and see if I can... There we go. This is really hard to do on this keyboard. It's a great little keyboard, but doesn't make it any easier. Pretty sure I've spelt that right. Come on, Chibi-tan. There we go. We're gonna go and see Carter, who's playing some Golden Sun. Right. You're most welcome, Tidders. Okay. Thank you very, very much, everybody, for coming along today. Special thank yous to, scrolling back through chat, Haley for the resub and Steen for the resub as well, and to DMAC for the raid. But whether you are subbed, whether you are not, whether you are following, whether you are not, I'm sorry, Carv, yeah, we're just finishing up. Welcome in though, friend. I hope you're doing well today. Get a shout out for Carv before we finish up. Whether it's your first time here, whether it's your 1000th time here, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for keeping me company, for just being awesome. I really do appreciate it. However you... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it has problems with the pronouns sometimes. However you engage with the streams, I really do appreciate you being here. So thank you very, very much, everybody. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Friday. But until I do see you next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking paintbrushes, and have a great rest of your week, everyone.